Let's see it. Let's see it. Boom. Oh, they're getting ready. Oh, they're ready. Pro draft coming out. Get it started. All right, chat. Who's gonna win this? Is it gonna be Boomer Boys or free agents? I think Boomer Boys are definitely the favorites in this matchup. Get up. Gotta go ahead and get the blood flowing. Ooh. Gotta get excited for this game. Free agents, they're no slouches. They showed that they are no slouches. Sunnyside Varsity picked a hard comp against them, going down, losing to them. So it's like I always said. Let me go ahead and give everybody the rundown of what I was thinking of this season. I thought GZG and Boomer Boys were gonna fight for the top spot, and then the rest were gonna fight for 3, 4, and 5. Now GZG is sort of pulling away up against the other teams. We'll see how Boomer Boys does or fares against the rest of the teams to see if that's how it's gonna be. Free agents, though, I thought they were gonna be the third place team, to be honest, just because I didn't see too many Sunnyside players playing, or I didn't hear too much about them. They're definitely showing they are a force to be reckoned with. So well done and kudos to them. They've earned all of my respect. Free agents, like I said, are no slouches though. They have the likes of Chezzy, someone who has grown so much and has still so much left to give. Al Charlie Al, another one who surprisingly or will surprise you in making top-notch plays, incredible clutch plays. He really knows how to step up to the moment. Then we have Dub Yangu in the top lane, showed that he could really run a game down if you leave his comfort picks up. GXT, he is no new player. He is a veteran. We saw him playing in Sunnyside tournaments. He has played with El Oso before, some of the Fresno State squad back when it was Fresno State Nexus. And Pro Draft is starting up. Here we go. Looks like a Shen ban and right away a Darius ban. They will have none of it. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. They don't want to see Dub Yangu online. And here we have Shen and Oriana banned out by free agents. Kale now bound out by free agents. Looks like they're going to go for the Du Yangu ban out. I believe that's what GZG did before. I'm not too sure if Sunnyside JV did that as well. Interested to see it. Oh, they ban out the Caitlyn and ban out the Wukong now. Okay, so yep, all two Du Yangu, unless Loud Voices is GXT, by the way. Sorry about that. I thought he was going to use that account. I apologize, but yeah, it's GXT in the jungle. They pick up the Rakan first pick. Interesting. Al Charlie Al's comfort. I know he's really good on the Nautilus and the Leona as well. So I'm interested to see why they picked up the Rakan first pick. It's an incredible prio pick for Al Charlie Al. I think he can do the most plays on it. That's the only reason I would assume so. You want to go ahead and make sure it doesn't get taken away, it doesn't get banned on the second rotation. Zoe getting picked up for Acolyte in response to the Rakan. Who else? I'm assuming they'll probably pick up a champion that they could swap. Oh no, they pick up Samir. Is it going to be Anvari again in the bot lane? I can't wait to see it. Free agents. What are you going to pick up next? Oh, comfort pick from Jin. He is really good on the Malzahar. In the mid lane. Alawi now. Now that is a champion to go ahead and 1v9 with. You take someone's soul out with her E and then use the ultimate. It pulls out a tentacle for every person in her ultimate slam. It's nuts. Dub Yangu looking at 1v9 yet again. Has a lot of heals too with the slams. It gives her some health back. Sion picked up. So yeah, I think it might be Sizz again in the top lane. He's pretty solid on nullifying a lot of carry top laners. I wouldn't be surprised if that was Sion on top with Sizz. He does like the old school champions as well. Cho'Gath, Sion, Rammus. Who else did he take in the top lane? I think he's taken Shaco before in the top lane as well. Vi getting banned. No GXT Vi. Leona getting banned out by free agents. They do not want Gooch Pooch on it. And you see, I thought they were going to go ahead and pick the Leona for Ao Charlie Ao to respond to leaving, to basically take it away from the Gooch Pooch. But they went ahead and first picked the Rakan. I wonder if Chezzy might be going Xayah? I think that's like the best kind of bot lane for Rakan. Rakan could go ahead and go Twitch as well. I don't know if Chezzy has a Twitch under his belt though. A hard bot lane to pull off because of the lane phase, as we saw in Worlds. Lulu getting banned out. They ban out 2 from Gooch Pooch. All right. Here we go. So considering Tom is in the jungle, he might go Nidalee. Just a high tempo of this game. Oh, decides to go Sylas again? Whoa, decides to go Sylas. And they're leaving the counter pick to the Gooch Pooch. They want to see what kind of support they have. Unless it's a Scion support. That'd be kind of nuts. A Glacial Augment Scion? I don't think so though. Here in response, what does free agents have? Okay, Tristana. That's another comfort pick with Chezzy. Chezzy likes Jhin, Tristana. And I believe the other one that I've seen him play is Ezreal. Those are his 3 main champions. Here we go. They have support, ADC. Now GXT's jungler. Who does he want to jungle with? They banned out his Graves and his Vi. We'll see what he resorts to. Hecarim is still left open. You have Kindred. Kindred has high burst. Ooh, goes Echo. I personally was a fan of Jungle Echo. He's able to tower dive. He has nice burst. His jungle clearing isn't the greatest, but it isn't the worst. I think Sylas has a little bit of a harder time clearing camps than Echo. We'll see how he's able to pad up against the Sylas. We saw right away Tom go for the Raptors of Sunnyside JV, and Gooch Pooch going Morgana. I think that would be in his comfort 3 as well. Morgana, Leona, and I think the last one would be probably Lulu, considering they banned it. Oh yeah, can't wait to see it. I don't want to see it stop. I do not want to see it stop. I like it when these games are close in AOE arena. When it comes down to NA though, I want to see NA teams stomp though. And there we have it. Going in. Going into the champion select. Actually, let me leave it. Let me leave the champions there. So for free agents, we have Rakan on support, Malzahar in the mid lane, Ilaoi in the top lane, Tristana in the bot lane, and Echo in the jungle. For Boomer Boys, we have Acolyte on Zoe, Samira for the ADC, Sion for the top lane, Sylas in the jungle, and Morgana at support for Boomer Boys. And Vari and the Gooch Pooch, I believe, are going to go in the bot lane for the Boomer Boys. And Samira and Morgana seem just as impressive as Morgana and Caitlyn. I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to have their way up against Rakan and Tristana. Samira has the ability to block projectiles, so Buster Shot can be stopped, which is Tristana's ultimate. Any kind of poke maybe as well. I don't think the spread damage from her explosive charge, which is Tristana's E, does go through that projectile stoppage. I believe it does go through is what I'm saying. Sorry about that. And Rakan's knockup obviously goes through. He has a Q where he goes ahead and pokes with to try to get some heals off of it. Not too sure how well or will Tristana Rakan do against that lane. I think Samira and Morgana win out on that matchup. Here we have Malzahar and Zoe. I think that's going to be a hard matchup for Acolyte. And then in the jungle, Echo and Silas. I think Silas is super strong. It's just we'll see if he gets counter jungled by GXT. GXT likes to go ahead and eat up his own camps. He likes to full clear. He likes to ramp up through his camps and then show up into lane. He doesn't really provide too much pressure early. Whereas Silas can take advantage of that. If you let him full clear, which he can, it's going to be a scary sight to see. Alawi and the Scion. I'm pretty sure Alawi hard wins that. We shall see though. Especially if it's Sizz in the top lane. Like I said, he knows how to nullify a lot of carry top laners. And I'm speaking of players, not champions. Speaking of players, Sizz is able to nullify a lot of the carry type players in the top lane. Just because he has a really slow approach to the top lane. He doesn't duel out too much. He likes to pick his fights well. He wards up extremely well in the top side. And then on top of that, he's able to just slowly farm up, really get his items. That's something that Alawi kind of doesn't want. You want to ramp up as Alawi, especially if you give some room for Tom to gank in the top lane. It's going to be a little scary. Here we go, 3-minute delay. I think this is where we could go ahead and get our popcorn or snacks, all of that, all of the above. Shout out to the boy Caesar. He used to always say that in the early seasons. Go get your popcorn, your soda, and come on right back. This is the moment to do so. And then as far as the team comp goes, I don't know if anyone, let me know in the chat. Who do you think is the better team comp? I think team fights are going to be kind of hard for the side of free agents, just because they have the Alawi. That helps out a lot. But Alawi likes it when people tunnel into her, whereas they have a lot of poke coming out from from Zoe. Samira is able to juggle anybody on CC, which Sion can provide, Silas can provide as well. Silas will be able to steal Echo's ultimate. We'll be able to. I don't know how Alawi would work. His Alawi ultimate would work. I don't know if tentacles pop up for the champions as well, and then slam for every Q or W or E he lands. Malzahar, he will be able to steal a suppress buster shot. I think it's pretty nice on the Silas. I don't really see too many Silases ever focus ADC ultimates other than the Ezreal ult. Rakan too, he'll be able to charm up a bunch of people hijacking Rakan's ultimate. The quickness. Morgana, insane ultimate for team fights, able to stun 5 men if 5 men are able to stay within her soul shackle range. The Anvari ultimate, Samira ultimate. It's nuts. You just combo up and you're able to get it. You combo up yet again and you're able to get it yet again. What's up, LSO? You want to hop in? Oh, okay. Talk to me. So this is how I broke it down. Let's test Fantastic Fat Man's knowledge, all right? Mm-hmm. Hard stuff goal 4, but I got the mind of a challenger. Nah. All right, talk to me. I said Sion, the way Sizz plays, Sion is perfectly fine against Alawi. I have Silas up against Echo against Silas, just because GXT likes to farm up his own camps and doesn't really provide too much early pressure. I think Tom's gonna have his way in that matchup. Sizz is gonna be able to nullify Duyengu because we saw he likes to fight, and Alawi wants to fight. He wants to ramp up to be that raid boss to 1v9. Duyengu has been able to do it. I think Sizz is the perfect player to nullify that. In the mid lane, though, I think Malzahar has a better time against Zoe.
Yeah, right? Sure. Yeah, Malzahar is a Zoe counter because anytime she ultis in, Malzahar can just ulti and it'll extend all the way to her pass location.
Okay, and then that's a comfort champion for Jin.
Yeah.
For Jinlo. So we'll see if Jinlo is able to capitalize off of that. In the bot lane, I think Samir and Morgana are pretty good. Are gonna do fairly well against the bot lane, not including who's playing. But I just think that matchup is like a pseudo Caitlyn Morgana type of bot lane.
Into Tristana Caitlyn, into Tristana Rakan, it's really
Okay.
because Samir can block the Tristana even. If she can't block the Tristana, she can block the.
I think she could. I think she could. She could stop the explosive charge, but as far as like the damage, explosion, like the AOE, I don't think it. I don't think it stops that. I think it goes through still. That's just what I believe.
So that matchup depends on that. If Samir can block the Tristana, that matchup is.
And as far as team fights go, I think Boomer Boys have the better team comp for it.
Yeah, well, Boomer Boys is a lot better of a team fight team, as we saw from Free Agents 1. Free Agents is more of a split pushing team. Even when Duyango was so ahead, they decided to just continuously split push. So I think it's fair to say that even despite compositions, Boomer Boys is a lot better of a team fighting team. So hopefully, Free Agents plays their playstyle doesn't fall into the trap of playing team fights against
Boomer Boys.
Boomer Boys, yes.
Yeah, but we saw Boomer Boys punish. I don't know if you saw the first game against Sunnyside JV, but Boomer Boys were able to punish the 1-3-1 of Sunnyside JV, the 4-1 of Sunnyside JV, leaving them to where it was actually good to do so. They were scared to do it, and then it kind of mistimed them because when it was bad to go ahead and split push and continue on with that play style, Boomer Boys were able to capitalize on it. So we'll see how well they'll fare up against the Boomer Boys with that split push. Here we go. Overlay. Free Agents are on the blue side. Boomer Boys are on the red side. Looks like Boomer Boys are going to be going for an invade. Oh, let's see it. Al Charlie Al is not set up to see it. Oh, yeah, they're peeking on the corner. Oh. Using his knockup, grand entrance to walk on out of there.
Oh, wow. Ambitious.
Oh, wow. Pooch Pooch. Able to land. Oh, taking so much damage.
Yeah, it doesn't end up mattering because they can just... Wait, it will matter, actually, if they stick on the red. Alright, now they're deciding not to get the reset. Rakan's just choosing a nice safe reset.
Safe reset. Doesn't want to continue on playing games. Wants to get to the recall. And go over to Boris. Oh, look at this.
Yep.
DXT. He always finds random moments to go ahead and counter jungle, but they're not bad times. They're actually pretty solid times every time he does so. Acolyte is here.
They just peeked it. He didn't ward.
He didn't ward. Sis didn't ward.
Oh, wait, what? He's not starting it instantly. This is very sad. Well, it is Silas and Echo. Both champions cleared really, really.
Yeah.
I'm actually not a fan of either of them.
I actually like Echo jungle. His clear isn't too bad. I think Silas's is a lot harder.
It's not bad. You just have to consistently be on top of your win conditions. For example, right? There's a Echo and Silas. There's a Korean Echo and Silas jungler who was ranked 3 not too long ago, about a month ago. Don't know if he's still ranked 3. But it was just a random solo queue player. Wasn't even a pro. Just legit Echo and Silas 2 tricks. So works in Korea, it can work in AOE.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Oh, grand entrance going on to Anvari. Anvari getting extremely low. The level 2 advantage from Free Agents. We saw Boomer Boys capitalize onto Free Agents on this last time. Oh, GXT going for a cheese gank level 2 on over. And looks like Tom's on the bot side here. They do catch. Oh no, they do catch out Charlie out with the binding, dark binding. Oh no, but look at this. Chezzy might be going aggressive. Oh, doesn't measure out the damage too well. Having a flash on back. A defensive flash. And well done by Boomer Boys. Really countering that level 2 advantage that Free Agents bot lane had. Chezzy was so close onto taking down Anvari. Ooh, Gooch Booch with the cheese dark bindings.
Charlie Al didn't wait until the Morgana Q came out because that was the only thing he needed to dodge. Right? So if he saved his flash, although he is taking a lot of damage, if he would have been patient with it, it would have been guaranteed that Boomer Boys couldn't get that kill.
Oh, look at this. Dude, Yangu able to get the soul.
I think Sis might have trouble with Malawi.
Yeah, especially if he keeps on letting her E. Test of Spirit, taking their spirits. If Alawi keeps taking his spirit, it's definitely going to be a hard matchup because she doesn't really need to fight you anymore. She could just slowly poke you down. That's her type of kit. That's what she likes to do. You rank up the E, so most of the damage goes ahead and processes on over.
Yeah.
It scales. The more you rank up, the more damage is able to transfer over to the real Sizz. Oh, in the mid lane though, they did gank Jinlo. Jinlo was able to absorb that gank, absorb that pressure. Sizz again having a hard time.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, and look at this. Taking advantage of the Gooch Pooch's rotation. Trying to get a plate off. Already, at level 4, already close to getting a plate. That's good, because Gooch Pooch does like to rotate over, does like to help out the map occasionally. It kind of goes into a routine where he stays in lane, then rotates on over, stays in lane, rotates on over, kind of goes into a rhythm of it. Well done by free agents, capitalizing off of it.
That's so beautiful.
By Duyangu?
Yeah.
Oh! Able to get a kill under the turret. Duyangu.
He knows this champion. I'm watching him play. I recently have just picked up Alawi, so I'm really hyped watching this. Because I think Alawi is really good in the 1v1 tournaments. Oh,
look at this. Explosive charge onto the Gooch Pooch. Gooch Pooch does land the Dark Binding onto Chezzy. Chezzy rocket jumping away to safety.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I've been playing some Alawi in the solo lane. You can see he actually does know how to do the combo. So he W'd after his tentacles hit, and instantly they hit again. And you don't expect that because you see him use the W. What you don't know, if the passive one is already an animation, it won't count for the W one.
Yeah,
so you
correct.
can basically get 2 tentacle slams.
Correct. You can auto reset tentacle slams. And here we go. Ooh. Tom going on to Jinlo. Jinlo doing his best. The creeps are taking down Tom, but Tom does heal up with the Kingslayer and take down Jinlo. Kill over to Acolyte though. And he's gonna have a smoother time in the mid lane with that gold in his pocket.
Yeah, that was some nice movement from Jinlo. Kinda sad he still went down. The Echo was nowhere near in sight, but
oh, look at this. Grand entrance onto the Gooch Pooch. Gooch Pooch getting low. The Ignite actually came out. Jesse did not want to commit. He is extremely low, even with the Echo there. But Echo himself is low. So GXT not rotating on over, just trying to clear the Krugs, recalling. Probably telling his team, don't fight, don't fight. And Sizz having a hard time, even under his turret, against Duyangu's Alawi. He might go into Dub Yangu form, just like how Hostile Avocado goes into Spicy Guac.
Then again, he breaks it. And when you break the clone that you get from Alawi, it essentially, not only does it do all the damage it can do, as you can see there, the tentacles just start slamming on you because you broke the clone. And it lasts about 4 seconds, and it's extremely frustrating when you're under tower because it is impossible to dodge. You either have to give up your health or you have to give up the minions.
That's a tough one to do. Oh, Duyangu is under the turret. Oh, Sion able to use Unstoppable Force, but Duyangu still picks up the kill. And that's gonna be a huge wave. Is Sizz gonna lose it? Nope. Great Sion passive.
Yep.
Able to pick up all that CS and experience.
Still down about 25 CS, however, so.
CS difference is getting increasingly large. Eyeing the dragon. Oh, free agents actually pinged it.
Jinlo running out of mana already.
At the recall, he is looking for that lost chapter. Does he have enough? Oh, he does not. About like 600-700 gold.
Oh,
I lied.
He has future market.
Future market, well done. He only needed 100 more than the 500 he had. Oh, I was kind of close, 6 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at this. Enough of the math. Chezzy, oh my God, Chezzy was nowhere in sight.
You can still hit it.
Oh my goodness, Chezzy flashing on over. Gooch Pooch actually spring planted on over. Gooch Pooch getting extremely low. Chezzy, does he have the rocket jump yet again? Oh no, he does not. Tom using the buster shot. Out Charlie out. Oh, look at that. Acolyte using the heal. Heal up Tom, get him out of there. Oh, unfortunate for Chezzy. Was about to turn that around and pick up a kill onto the Gooch Pooch, but survives. Well done by Boomer Boys. Ooh, full charged up. Sion Q does not do much. Is using his fancy feet now. Trying to dodge that spirit.
Still no boots from is usually when you face Alawi, you want to rush your boots because all of Alawi's damage is in her E.
Yeah.
So if you dodge the E, you essentially win. So I'm very interested to see when he's going to build these boots and when he understands that boots is key in this matchup.
Sometimes you just want to build the defensive stats because you think, hey, if I don't dodge it, I still need the defense. Oh, look at this. Dub Yangu getting extremely low. I think he understands that he gets a lot of health back, but not if you don't land the E. Sizz, is he going to be looking to turn onto this? He doesn't quite yet have his unstoppable force. E missing also. Oh, Wyangu is here. Using the ultimate, does get CC'd, knocked up. The Gooch Pooch is there. Using the Dark Shield onto Sion. Oh, Sizz goes down. And the kill goes over to the Gooch Pooch. So I think that's still in favor for Wyangu.
I want to see how much CS they're going to be able to deny Samira here. Maybe she's able to pick up the entire wave because of her W, actually. Because it becomes pretty hard to dive her.
See what they can do. Looks like he went ahead and comfortably got all of it.
I want to see GXC be way more active. He's been farming for a long time, and Echo's not one of those champions. Echo needs a kill early to snowball, and then he's able to farm the camps as fast as these power farm junglers. But if he does not have his jungle item, he farms incredibly slow.
Here we go. Acolyte kind of having his way against Jinlo, especially with all the support. Gooch Pooch walking around. Tom was there as well. Scuttle being taken as they're prepping for the dragon. It is a Cloud Drake. Something that will be definitely useful for the side of free agents. I'm not too sure if Boomer Boys really need it. Might be using it as a bait. Who do you think it's better on, Boomer Boys or free agents?
The Cloud Drake?
Yeah.
Definitely want to say
free agents, right?
Yeah, free agent.
Just because Samira doesn't have a cooldown. That's so nuts that Samira does not have a cooldown. Balance.
200 collective years on the team. You don't trust that?
I trust it. Speaking of 200 years, here we go again. Jinlo getting another gank. Acolyte able to land a sleep. Oh no, Jinlo flashes over, but the sleep reveals you. Oh, uses the ultimate, but unfortunately the bomb at the end of Tom's Q able to confirm the kill. Charlie Owl looks like he used the quickness. Grand entrance, Gooch Pooch gets extremely low. GXT now trying to confirm the kills onto the Gooch Pooch and Anvari. Anvari stops the projectile. Oh no, doesn't really stop the Sidewinder. Anvari getting extremely low. Oh, the ultimate comes out. Does pick up a kill onto Chezzy. Now Sizz is converting over to GXT. Acolyte having a hard time against the Alawi. Ignite coming out. Able to survive with more than 200 health. And the Test the Spirit Tentacle came out and actually confirmed the kill onto Acolyte. That's always tricky because sometimes you don't really understand the timing. It immediately slams as soon as it pops up. People think there's a second stall, and I sometimes also get caught up in that.
And this is why I'm playing Alawi, because she is so broken, I think she's actually very strong, and not many people understand what she does. So, you not only do you get a very strong pick, no one knows that it's strong, right?
Mm-hmm. Alawi. Salute to the KDA 420. Gooch Pooch. Oh, Gooch Pooch went for mobility boots.
Yep, that's why he's been roaming so heavy. I think he understands that the bot lane of free agents are having a little bit of trouble punishing the AD carry.
Yeah.
So it's also is a Samira and into a Tristana Rakan, so it's very difficult to abuse Samira anyways.
Yeah.
So I think that was a really good adaptation coming out of Gooch Pooch.
Oh, and look at this. Tom coming over knowing that they're trying to fight for that ward. They do see him. They decide to just completely back off the turret. They will give it up as long as they don't lose their lives. Here in the top lane, though, Wyangu kind of having his way against Sizz. Oh! Misses.
Boots are bot, by the way, so it's going to be a lot harder to... it's going to be a lot harder to
land all those abilities. Oh, grand entrance onto the Tom. Looks like he's going back. Malzahar ultimate onto Al Charlie Owl. Al Charlie Owl still CC'd that whole time. Samira juggles, confirms the kill. Gooch Pooch does. Jinlo having to flash on out. Oh, Dark Binding lands onto Jinlo and the ignite to confirm the kill. Oh, and Chezzy's just stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Goes down to Tom. He kind of was just standing around and saying, "All right, who's gonna pick up this kill?"
Yeah, I'm very interested as to why Echo is pathing like this, because when you get the Herald in your head, you're usually like, I'll trade a kill or two for this Herald because you get the first tower gold.
Correct.
But they lost the first tower, so this Herald the Herald loses its value. Now you just only get the plates and the local tower gold. You don't get the first tower gold bonus, which makes the Herald so strong.
Okay, and on top of that, objective being traded over, Dragon going over to the side of Boomer Boys.
I feel bad for this bot lane of free agents because it's not necessarily them performing poorly. They've been getting some good opportunities, but Tom and Acolyte and Sizz used this TP to go down into the bot lane, and Diego still has his TP, and Sizz's TP is already halfway done with the cooldown, right? So it's like the solo leaders aren't really getting much from this. You can see in the gold total too.
Yeah. 3k gold to the advantage, all the tempo to the side of Boomer Boys. It looks like they're trying to catch out GXT now. GXT a slippery champion on the Echo. Tom stealing the ultimate, trying to... Oh, he does not ultimate right on back. He actually saves the Dark Banding lines up perfectly for the Gooch Push, and Tom picks up a kill. That is 4 kills now on to Tom. Silas is a dangerous champ to feed just because he's able to ramp up so much with the items. Now Tom going on to Owl Charlie Owl, nice. Able to dodge it. Jesse using the rocket jump to get to safety himself. Gooch Pooch just running amok with the vision and just always being there for his team. Look at this.
Yeah, he is by himself though.
No members of free agents really to capitalize it.
And so when you're behind, right? Obviously you can't see this, but when you're watching a team that's behind and the team that's ahead is starting to do stuff like that, I think as a spectator, you should think to yourself, like, there can possibly be a throw. I think Boomer Boys might lose track of the game state.
Oh, well, look at this. Dub Yangu is here, trying to make the most out of this 1v2. You know, if anyone can, Alawi can. Slams the tentacles, healing up so much. Another one comes out. Gooch Push getting extremely low. The E just quite misses. Dub Yangu. Oh! Able to pick up a kill onto the Gooch Push. Gooch Push doesn't time the tentacle too well. Oh! Sizz walking around dodging all those tentacles and is actually able to survive. Hopefully he doesn't try to break the... Oh, he does. He breaks it. Gets the slow. Chezzy, gets knocked up under turret. Rocket jumps, but it's too late. The turret shot goes down.
Oh, no.
Now All Charlie out tries to confirm the kill, and that's double kill for Sizz. Apart from the kill he had already had on Du Yangu, that's 3 kills over in one play. Extended and long play. But nonetheless, now a bounty on his head. And now Tom coming over saying, this is my blue buff GXT. Ooh, miss smites it. That Rift Herald really nowhere to go with it other than possibly bot lane. Boomer Boys having their way in this game. Free agents are going to have to start plugging up some holes to this sinking ship. Owl Charlie Owl doing a good job dodging Tom's abilities. Nice little emote. The confidence is still there. Nice banter. Du Yangu going to sleep. Is Acolyte going to be able to poke him down? Oh, does. Able to survive with a lot of health. I thought he was going to be able to chunk him out more. Desi was in a sticky situation in the mid lane. See, I think what Boomer Boys are trying to do is they're just trying to continuously pick them off because they are one pick away from a solid push to try to break open this base of free agents.
Yeah, something I wanted to bring up is I definitely do not want to see Diego split pushing this game. He needs to get this. The only way that free agents come back into this game is if they get a 5-man fight where Boomer Boys just lose focus and tunnel in on trying to kill someone, and Diego just ulties with the Alawi E and just can hit all 5 of them in the jungle, right? Because then it's 4 tentacles constantly hitting, and the damage is just way too much to even deal with because there is no heals, there's no shields on that side. But Boomer Boys, they don't really have any response in a team fight for Alawi.
Oh, and look at this. Unstoppable Force comes out for Sizz. Du Yangu. Now he's going to go ahead and try to deal out some damage onto Sizz. Doesn't actually go for the Spirit. Goes for him instead. Oh man, Tom, in the side of in the jungle side of free agents. Oh, they're all passing that Raptor. Just clear it. They don't want to clear it. They don't want to provide more goals for Boomer Boys. Yeah, this is definitely looking a little hard for free agents. And look at this, Tom using quickness that he hijacked out Charlie out, returning the favor, but the Black Shield is there, trying to nullify any damage, any CC. As he does get stuck with the Dark Binding, and Vari does dash forward to try to juggle him out. All right. Well done by free agents, nullifying any of that, any of those engages. Oh, but this is scary. This is one thing that makes Zoe so incredibly good, is those rotations. Even if you're within a team, you're still able to get poked out. Dragon going over to Boomer Boys, and that's exactly what I was saying. It doesn't matter if you're around your team, because one blink of an eye and you're able to go down. Acolyte picking up a kill onto Chezzy. Luden's Echo, needlessly large rod. He's going to be online in such a quick moment. Here we go. Talk to me, Eloso. You are one person I trust when it comes down to being behind in the game. What does free agents need to do besides Alawi just grouping up? What are some of the targets you need to see?
You need to abuse Samir wanting to go in and like trying to pop off with their ulti. If you have Rakan, you have Malzahar, you want to save your big ultimates for later on in the fight and let Boomer Boys engage into you. When Boomer Boys engages into you, they're using resources, and as long as you withstand their initial engage, you can just respond back with your important kills. So when you're behind, you gotta have to just see everything as tools and resources, and you gotta make sure you get the most out of your resources.
Oh, look at this. Du Yangu is being rotated on. 4 members of Boomer Boys is here. Sizz doesn't quite land the knockup. Yangu using the ultimate, but far too late. Unfortunately, goes down. And they all played around with his emotions. Unable to capitalize onto it. Uh-oh, Acolyte might be in danger. Jinlo still has that pressure onto the Zoe. Oh, look at this. Star Paddle dealing half of the damage. Oh! Able to flash in, get the sleep, and confirms the kill. Chezzy does rocket jump on over, trying to capitalize onto Acolyte's chase. Oh man, Acolyte under the turret goes down, and Chezzy gets a huge bonus to that kill. That bounty of about 400, I believe, is when I last saw it. Well done.
Yeah, it definitely looks like free agents just needs to trust each other and just make calls with each other.
Oh, and look at this. Chezzy actually buster shots him away. And out Charlie try to go ahead and compliments it by using the grand entrance to knock him up. Confirms the kill. Ooh, Gooch Pooch actually lands the Dark Binding onto Chezzy, but he might be too far up. There are 4 members of free agents here. Teleport by Du Yangu using it. Oh no, and Vari getting collapsed on by all members. No. They had no engage to really follow up. And now another teleport? Oh, did Du Yangu not use the teleport?
I think you missaw Malzahar's TP.
Oh, it was Malzahar's TP. Sorry about that. It looks like Du Yangu was already there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well done by free agents. And looks like Du Yangu does not want to let go of that lane. He does not want a team fight, it seems. I think Tristana does extremely well fighting with the front line in front of her.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just don't want to sound like a broken record here, but one, I feel like you see the side of free agents when the game gets tough, you see them starting to become more selfish for each other.
Yeah.
But when a game gets like that, you just have to understand and talk to each other like, okay, who's the win condition? All right, this person's the win condition. Let's commit everything to make sure this person can get resources. So in my eyes, I would see Yengu and Echo being the win condition in this game.
Oh, and look at this. Genlo using the ultimate to suppress Tom, but Tom's Keenslayer just regenerates him, and he steals the Malzahar ultimate, able to pick up the kill. Acolyte actually confirms the kill. Well done by Boomer Boys.
Yeah, you see, Malzahar did a lot of damage there. Even the Malzahar E went through the Morgana shield, right?
Yeah. And
through Silas's W. So now imagine in a team fight where Silas can't get this W off because of Recon CC. Mm-hmm. Silas is actually just going to die on repeat. So that's what I was saying earlier is free agents just need to decide what they want to do together.
Yeah, I think this has been the story of the season for free agents. Is they just rather split push rather than really team fight. And I think it's also because they are a bunch of free agents collectively put into
Very
a
true.
team, so they don't really have the synergy. They probably don't have the trust that you're looking for. Just because they're like, you know what? Let me go ahead and make my own individual play.
Yeah, when you are playing with the team, though, there's no way you'll win if you don't trust your team. Right? Because then you're only going to look to win games you're ahead in, and you're not going to be ahead every game. The nature of the game. You make some wrong decisions, even if you are the better player, right?
Yeah.
You'll make more consistent right decisions, but every now and then you'll get a wrong one that may cost you the game.
Yep.
Or may cost you some early game pressure, right?
Yep, and that's the difference between competitive play and solo queue play. Look at this, though. Tom catching out GXT. GXT is getting cavalry help from Chezzy and now Charlie Al, but Tom using the old Echo ultimate to go in onto Chezzy. Chezzy going down.
Beautiful.
And now Jinlo able to pick up a kill onto Anvari, suppressing him with the ultimate. And free agents actually defended off Boomer Boys, correct? Oh no, GXT. Oh, going down to Acolyte. And now it looks like it's going to be a free dragon for Boomer Boys. And Boomer Boys are going to be on Soul Point.
Wow.
And Acolyte going on a tear, picking up a double kill. Al Charlie Al and Jinlo were extremely low. They're still sticking around. And Acolyte noticed, able to pick up the kill. 7, 2, and 3 now. With the death cap online.
Yeah.
Oh, Yengu under the turret. Trying to go mad aggressive, taking the spirit. Yeah, but Sion is just so strong, so tanky. Gargoyle and Sunfire Cape, plus the Bramble, which nullifies Alawi's healing. Well done. Well done by Sizz, really going defensive here against a strong Alawi. The Cleaver takes some time to really stack. So by the time it's stacked, I think he could pretty much get away. Oh, Yengu sticking around. Oh, catches Anvari on Test the Spirit, getting extremely low. The slow comes out, flashes W to confirm the kill. Anvari goes down, but Du Yengu is against two more members. Tom getting extremely low. Gooch Pooch trying to help out, able to pick up the kill onto Tom. Now Gooch Pooch is next. The slams come out. Oh, unfortunately they don't. Du Yengu doing his best, healing up. The slams are really helping out, but Acolyte coming in and saying no to all of that. No more highlight reels for Du Yengu.
Yeah, and as you can see, free agents once again, they're not with Du Yengu. Boomer Boys are over-investing continuously, and if all the free agents are there, these plays would be going very bad for the Boomer Boys. However, you gotta give some credit to the Boomer Boys, and I think they know that. So they're just not afraid to take any opportunity that they're finding. Right here we have Jinlo side laning against the Sion. Sion has no MR except the stone plate, right? So that's only 40, I believe. Magic resistance. Once this Malzahar gets the Leandries, it's going to be a lot of damage. I don't think that Boomer Boys can necessarily build against.
Yeah, Malzahar might be another win condition of theirs
For
alongside
sure.
with Alawi, just because of the suppress, able to dish out all of his damage onto one single target. And Vari is still very squishy. I don't think he can stop Malzahar's suppress, only because it's projectiles. But Nether Grasp is a point and click. I don't think it's a projectile. I think it's a channel. Not the same category, sorry. Well, it's a channel ability, but I don't think it's considered a projectile.
No, I don't believe it is.
So much resources invested onto Du Yengu.
Again, so you see Du Yengu is just
and
by himself.
Yeah, Jinlo's on the bottom, and then the rest of the free agents are kind of defending the base. Du Yengu doing Du Yengu things, doing Ulawi things, going on to Sizz, but Sizz is so tanky that he's able to withstand all of that damage that he's able to provide. Acolyte coming in to help out melt him.
I wonder if free agents think they're behind, and I wonder if they'll look at this VOD and be like, guys, we weren't that behind at all, because this is only a 6K gold deficit.
Yeah, it's 6K gold deficit, and for most of it, where they had all the tempo, they were only up 2K gold.
Yeah.
Jinlo here taking the bot inhibitor turret. Meanwhile, the rest of Boomer Boys are knocking on the top inner turret. Oh, they might be able to get it. Chezzy, now Charlie also committed. GXT here to try to fend off from the top inner turret. I don't think this was the move. And Vari able to get the juggle. Gooch Pooch confirming the kill. Rakan, oh, confirms the kill onto Tom. Tom goes down. Now Sis trying to look for Jinlo. Acolyte just so strong, poking people from far away. And Du Yangu, he's here. He's finally with the team. I think this is the second time in this game that he's with the team, trying to dish out some damage onto Sis, but Sis again just so tanky, not the target for Du Yangu. And meanwhile, GXT went down to Anvari and the Gooch Pooch, so they're able to free farm onto these turrets, onto these objectives. Acolyte trying to poke down the rest of free agents. Oh man, Sis just able to withstand all that damage. And meanwhile, Boomer Boys, look at this. One Nexus turret is down. They invested so much onto that bot lane. Oh, and look at this. And Vari actually able to juggle GXT. GXT goes down and Vari having the ultimate. Nice. Oh, but Chezzy able to pick up the kill with the explosive shot. The explosive charge. Gooch Pooch now getting extremely low. Out Charlie out, trying to commit on over to him. Make sure that he's able to confirm the kill. Oh, wow. Sis does the Black Shield stopwatch. Doesn't really time him well. Now he's just going to go ahead and wait for the Black Shield to go down. Out Charlie out, just using autos to pick up the kill. And a huge bounty over to the Rakan.
You know what that reminds me of whenever Rakan does that?
What is it?
It reminds me of Sonic when he's charging up his roll. Right? And the noise just keeps going. You just see Rakan just trying to run, trying to get one person.
You would think Rammus. Yeah. You would think Rammus will make you remind you of that. Oh, look at this. Acolyte.
It is a Mountain Drake. It's still not the end of the world. Mountain.
Yeah, but Mountain Soul, I mean, what Du Yangu wants to do is obviously split push. He's not letting go of that. So Sis being just so tanky alongside with that Mountain Soul, it's gonna completely nullify Du Yangu's split push.
Yeah, we can run the numbers real quick though, right? So you see the mid laner and support, or the mid laner and AD carry from the side of Boomer Boys. They don't necessarily benefit from this. You see 80 MR on the Zoe, 51 MR,
80 armor, 51 MR.
Yeah, 79 and 40. So the carries that actually matter, who do the damage and will win these team fights, are not that tanky. They have just a bonus 200 HP, which does feel bad because you're behind, but if they just group up in the jungle and then get a good fight, they'll do so much damage anyways that they can definitely be okay with the AD carry and mid laner getting an extra 200, 300 bonus HP.
Correct, and look at this. Du Yangu does not know there are three members of Boomer Boys there. All that healing is going to be for nothing. Unfortunately, it is cut down by Sis. Oh, he's actually lasting. No, he does not. Acolyte provides so much mixed damage into that. Well, they're all actually magic, but he's able to withstand all of it and more. As far as talking about Sis, the tentacles, and then Tom able to heal up with the Kingslayer. Meanwhile, again, a lot of members of free agents not sticking around. Not really even rotating over to Du Yangu. It's almost like they feel it's too late, so they don't want to commit over. But, I mean, you see how long Du Yangu lasted in that fight?
Yep.
Lasted a lot longer than I thought. I thought he was going to get completely deleted. Almost took out Tom, but thanks to the Silas Kingslayer, he's able to heal back up and survive that, withstand all of that. And that is 3 inhibitors going down for free agents. Boomer Boys are looking to close this off. Only one Nexus turret up. Mountain Soul. Yep, Tom using the quickness. Flashes on over, catches Jinlo. Jinlo goes down to the Paddle Star. Oh, Out Charlie Al trying to do his own CC work. And Vari juggling Alawi. Oh. This is where Alawi could go ahead and turn it around, but I think he's possibly getting ignored. Sis goes down to Chezzy. Chezzy goes down, unfortunately. And yep, and Vari was just sticking onto the Nexus and confirms the win. Boomer Boys take this game against free agents. Well done to Boomer Boys. Who do you think player of the game was?
You would probably have to say either Gooch Booch or Tom this game. Gooch Booch had a lot of really good runs in the early game. You can also see an argument for Anvari, right? Mm-hmm. Because he was able to survive 1v2 in the bot lane for a decent amount of time. You can kind of give it to anyone this game, and I could kind of see your argument. But for me personally, I'd probably give it to Tom or Gooch Booch.
Tom or Gooch Pooch?
Yeah.
Alright, well, well done. I think I'll probably give it over to man. I was kind of thinking Sis, only because he was able to withstand so much of that top lane pressure, especially against Duyangu. But unfortunately, Boomer Boys did have to rotate a lot over to them.
Yeah.
So maybe Tom always being there at the right place at the right time, helping out his team. He was in a lot of those plays. The Gooch Pooch investing into mobility boots, trying to scour the map for plays and vision. Oh man, it's hard. It's hard when a team does well all around. It's kind of hard to really decide on who should be the player of the game.
Yeah, this is a really good performance coming out of the Boomer Boys. It was a little sad to see free agents not trying to test Boomer Boys a bit more, but that's also props to Boomer Boys just making the game, because you can see the gold difference and everything, right? But if you're in that game, you don't always think about the gold difference, and sometimes the game just feels worse than what the gold actually is, right?
Yeah.
So, and I definitely think this is one of those cases where Boomer Boys the game felt a lot harder than it actually was because of the way they were out-rotating the free agents, right? So, shout out to them.
Well done, well done. As I'm casting, I can't really... I sometimes miss what a lot of people do. I don't get the little stuff. I don't really get to fully indulge into the whole game. Something I got to work on right there, but but nonetheless, yeah, I think the Gooch Pooch probably would be my guess on who the player of the game would be for the chat. Not too sure. Go ahead, chat. I went ahead and posted it on. Vote who is player of the game. Boomer Boys taking the win over free agents. And the next match is... Are you in the next match?
Yeah. I am.
Oh, okay.
So I will be... Are we starting right now, or how much time we got?
You can start right now.
Oh, okay. Right, well, see you after this next game.
All right, take care. So El Oso is gonna go prep for the next game. It is Sunnyside Varsity versus GZG. That is our last game of the day. We are flying through this schedule. Let's see. Win for Boomer Boys, loss for free agents. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats meanwhile I wait. Again, the chat, the straw poll me is in the chat. Went ahead and posted it one more time. Let's look at the stats meanwhile. Here we go. Those are the KDAs. This is the damage. Woo! That's why El Oso was pleading Duyangu to just stick with the team, because that way it'll be able to trickle down that lead over to them, especially if they have to invest so much onto taking down Duyangu. Imagine that in a team fight. I think Rakan would have had the freedom to go ahead and use the quickness, charm up everybody, get a 5-man charm, maybe even a couple people into a knock-up. It's tough to see it. Total damage to objectives. See the income. The income is still spread out, even with all that damage. I mean, Alawi just kept fighting Sis, using the test of spirit to rack up that damage dealt. Here we go, vision score. Ooh, well done by Al Charlie Al, actually trying to keep up with the Gooch Pooch. Well done by free agents. But unfortunately, they go down to Boomer Boys. Fortunately for the Boomer Boys, they too are confirming that they are one of the top teams. I mean, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking Boomer Boys and GZG was going to be the top teams. The first round robin definitely put me through a loop, but nonetheless, it looks like it's stabilizing now. There is still playoffs, so you got to go ahead and think about who is going to come out on the lead or who's going to take this season. who's gonna win the best of threes, the best of fives. You got to try a lot harder. There comes a lot more strategy into these champion drafts. We'll see if some teams excel into them far more than other teams. And I'm gonna close off the voting as Tom is coming in, and yet another one to the Gooch Pooch.
Let's go.
How you feeling, Tom? You got a little bit of resentment inside of you. It's like, look at all the plays I'm doing on Silas.
No, not at all. Gooch needs to be recognized for what he's been doing, and I think this is a great way to do it. It's nice to see a support picking up MVPs just because you guys see how much he's progressed, how much time he's put in, how much wardage is being put on the map, and just at the right times, right? You did see how Charlie Owl on the Rakan being able to punch out 100 vision score, whereas Gooch Pooch was only pushing 77 or something, that number.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not about value most of the time. It's about, I mean, obviously there's like a certain threshold where you should have over a certain number, but putting them in the right place, right, and at the right times, and looking for the right. So I definitely commend him on that. He's been working with me with Vision, and we've been pushing it together. And then as jungle, I've been able to work with him much closer, like literally side by side, walking through the jungle, helping him out. And he's picked it up pretty quickly. So good to see that. And I got nothing against it. I don't want to be the MVP, guys. I want my team to win all the MVPs.
Oh, enough with that, Modest.
honestly.
No, I love it. It's good. No, it's good. That's good. That's always a good teammate to have, especially if you're going through some of the losses that you guys had.